Hello there, fellow baking enthusiasts. Today, we're diving headfirst into a world of pure indulgence. A symphony of sweet and salty that will have your taste buds singing. We're talking about the magnificent caramel salted cake. Let's start with the foundation, the cake itself. A good caramel salted cake needs a sturdy, yet tender crumb to hold up to the luscious caramel. We're aiming for a moist, flavorful cake that complements, rather than competes with, the star of the show. Think of a classic vanilla or a subtle brown sugar cake as your canvas. The key here is quality ingredients. Using good butter, fresh eggs, and a decent vanilla extract will make a noticeable difference. Don't be afraid to experiment with adding a touch of brown sugar to your cake batter for an extra layer of warmth and depth. This subtle sweetness will harmonize beautifully with the caramel. Now for the star, the caramel. This is where many bakers feel a twinge of apprehension. But I promise you, it's more straightforward than you might think. The secret to a perfect caramel lies in patience and observation. We're looking for a rich amber hue, not too dark to avoid bitterness, and not too light to miss out on that deep caramelized flavor. Start by melting sugar in a saucepan over medium heat. Resist the urge to stir too much initially. Let the sugar melt and begin to caramelize on its own. Once it starts to turn golden, you can gently swirl the pan or use a heat-proof spatula to ensure even cooking. When your sugar reaches that beautiful amber color, it's time to introduce the fat and liquid. For a salted caramel, this typically involves butter and heavy cream. Slowly and carefully whisk in the butter until it's melted and incorporated. Then gradually pour in the warm heavy cream while whisking continuously. Be prepared for some bubbling and steam. This is normal. The mixture will thicken as it cools. This is where the salt comes in. A good quality sea salt, like flaky Maldon or even a fine sea salt, is crucial. It's not just about adding saltiness. It's about enhancing the sweetness and complexity of the caramel. Start with a smaller amount and taste as you go, adjusting until you achieve that perfect sweet and salty equilibrium. Remember, the salt will mellow slightly as it integrates into the caramel. Once your cake is baked and cooled, and your caramel is ready, it's time for assembly. You can choose to layer your cake with caramel filling, or drizzle it generously over the top. For an extra touch of elegance, consider making a caramel buttercream